Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to you, wherever you may be. I am Sam, and this is By Hook or By Needles. And just a really quick one today, I hope. We always know that when I say a quick one, it never ends up being a quick one. But, I hope. I'm working on my scrap blanket again. Because I sort of had a little jump in subscribers again, which is great. So thank you to all those who are now subscribed who previously weren't, and thank you to all of those who stay subscribed. Very much appreciated. I love all your comments and likes and shares and everything else. It really helps me keep going. So I get to add 4 more rows because I had 20 more subscribers. So I think I've gone from 630 was the last video I put out. So this is for 650. So that's Maggie. Maggie's been a bit of a pain lately. She's been very clingy. Very, very clingy. If I remember to, I'll pop in a little picture of the way I have to work. She lays on the arm of the chair here normally, and she'll stretch out her paw and on my arm, and it's like, how can I work like that? Even if I'm in bed, I'm laying in bed, and she'll come and lay on top of me and lay on my arm while I'm trying to do things on my iPad. But there you go. That's cats for you. But this one, very, very clingy. Anyway, so back to the blanket. So I'm expecting a delivery today, so that'll be exciting. There's a few things in there that are craft related, or crochet related, more so than anything else. One thing in particular that I want to test. I actually purchased a very cheap 3 hooked crochet hook for making I-cords. So I'm going to see how that goes, because I-cords I can't do I-cords, knitted or crocheted. They just don't work for me, and I know how to do them, and I'm doing it correctly. Well, obviously I'm not doing it correctly because they're not working for me, but I'm doing them as correctly as I can. I think it's got to do with my tension when I go back to the first stitch. Perhaps I'm not pulling hard enough on that yarn to create the circle which creates the cord. So I'm hoping that this little gadget, a 3 hook in 1, will be ideal for making I-cords, because they are fun and they do come in handy, especially for handles on bags, or waistband ties, or even poncho ties, to make sure that the poncho is around the neck and all sorts. So yeah, but so that's coming. What else did I order? Oh, I ordered myself some slippers, because it's winter here and I got bad circulation, and I normally wear 2 or 3 pairs of socks all year round, but even with 2 pairs of socks and a blanket over my feet, they still feel like little icicles. So I thought, okay, I'll buy a pair of slippers and see how that goes. That might help keep my feet warm. I bought cat-shaped slippers, so it'll be interesting to see what this one and the other one thinks of that. Honestly, if she knew you were here, she'd be off. Anytime anybody visits, both my cats disappear for the duration. My son visits with his girlfriend, and when they visit and they stay for a few days, don't see them. And I don't know where they go for the potty, but they don't even use the little box in my ensuite, in my bathroom. They sometimes use the other one in the other room. But yeah, they must be sort of literally sitting crossed legs somewhere. Oh, have we heard someone? Did we hear somebody? No? Okay. This is what happens. They'll be fast asleep and they'll hear my dad coming. And he just lets himself in the back door. He comes through the gate that's between our two properties. Yes, I live literally next door to my father and mother. There's a gate in our fence between our houses. I go out my back door, turn right, and I can walk 8-10 steps, and I'm at the gate in the fence. Go through the fence, and then there's another 5 steps to their back door. So my dad has a key to my back door, and he just... Oh. Are we getting a visitor? Oh no, someone's making some noises. That can put them off as well. Yeah, sounds like someone's working with a nail gun. So yeah, as soon as they hear the crunch crunch on the gravel, knowing it's my dad, they're gone. And he comes almost used to come almost every day. Now he comes sort of like once every 2 or 3 days. But yeah, they run a mile. You'd think they'd be used to people by now, but I guess only exposed to me 24/7. They're just not used to having other people around. I've tried to get my son and his girlfriend to, feed them treats, and my son's girlfriend, she's so sweet. Usually when they come, it's Christmas or a birthday or something, or Easter. And when they came at Easter, I said, well, no chocolate, and I'm not getting chocolate for anybody. And they said, fair enough. And she bought the cats some toys. And at Christmas she did the same. She bought the cats some toys. Oh dear, we don't like what's going on, do we? We don't like the noises that we're hearing. They don't like, even if a motorbike, because I'm on a main road, if a motorbike or a hoon goes down the road, they're like, freak out, and then sometimes they run, sometimes they just stand like a deer in headlights, like she is now. But yeah, so it's funny how they're still so timid, and I've had them 2 years, so they've had 2 years of, more than 2 years now, of my dad popping in, but they still run every time they see him or hear him coming. I just think it's really odd, but anyway. So anyway, after all that, I'm going to quickly tell you about my subscriber blanket, in case you don't know. I got the idea from Teresa from Critters Crochet, because she was trying to get to, or she's still trying to get to 2,000 subscribers, and she decided that she was going to do she decided doing a blanket, and she said for every 5 new subscribers, she was going to add a row. And this is before I'd started my channel, and I thought, that might be a really nice idea to sort of, and use it as a giveaway for when I do get to 1,000. So I started 2. I started one that was knit and one that was crochet. And the knit one, unfortunately, isn't as long as the crochet one. So I've decided with the knit one, I'll give that away at 1,500 subscribers, because by then it should hopefully be long enough. But it's just not going to be long enough. It might not even be long enough then. I might have to wait till 2. But anyway, so that's what I'm doing. Every time I get 5 new subscribers, I add a row. And then when I get to 1,000 subscribers, I will simply, put out a little notice saying, okay, if you're interested in owning the blanket, you need to let me know by putting a name on a comment, or I'll work out what the details are. I don't know what the details are at the moment, but you know, because it's pointless me putting everybody, the whole 1,000 people, because they might not even want the blanket, or they might not even be aware there's a blanket, or, and you know, they might not watch the video for the, you know, the spin or anything. So I thought best to find out, just ask people who wants it, put your name down, let me know, and I'll put their names on a wheel, and then I'll spin, and then I'll have a winner, and that person will get the blanket sent to them. But first I will have to do, I'm doing a, unless they want it with all these horrible ends, which I don't think anyone would, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to do a, like an envelope border, just to cover up the, all the towel ends, because you know, it's a different colour for each row as well. So yeah, so if you want to keep me busy, best way to do that is hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and you know, and keep watching. And then when I get to 1,000 subscribers, if you're interested in owning this blanket, all you need to do is let me know. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. Like I say, I may say email me, I may say just comment on the video or whatever. I don't know how I'm gonna do that yet. So, but it really is, it's quite wide, and it is quite long already. So, but this one would be a nice size. I reckon this would be a I don't know what size you would call it. It's going to be bigger than a baby blanket, obviously. Bigger than a Boggy Creek blanket. I don't know. I'll have to measure it for next time and let you know. But anyway, thanks for watching. Like I say, I really just want to keep this nice and short. Just wanted to let you know that I'm still here, still making progress on the blanket, and hoping to make more progress very soon. So anyway, till later. Bye for now.